Yes, Boris?
Synchronization, like physical or astral, also the same happening in physical. Is there any synchronization?
Yes.
It looks like it's
Synchronized. When we are the physical body, the astral system is totally synchronized with us. That means when we raise our hand, physical hand, we are also raising our astral hand at the same time. When you withdraw your attention from the physical body, the synchronization stops.
Oh, I see.
It's only in the wakeful state that it's synchronized. When you go into dream state, lower than the physical state, even then the synchronization stops. If in the dream you walk, you don't walk with the body. Sometimes you do walk. That's called sleepwalking. Sometimes you do sleep talking. Sometimes you move part of your body, and you almost always move your eyes, and you can see the eyelids moving when you're watching a dream. They call the rapid eye movement, which is one of the methods of recognizing if a person sleeping is having a dream or not. Now, when in the 60s, when I came to this country, there used to be a lot of experiments going on sleep and dream. So I attended some of those courses myself here. In that, they would put different kind of electrodes and so on to see. And they would take pictures of the eyes, that the rapid eye movement was taking place. Every 15-20 minutes, a person dreams, based on the fact that every 15 or 20 minutes, the rapid eye movement takes place. Most of the dreams we never remember. Almost nobody remembers all the dreams. Some say we never dream, but the eye movement show they were dreaming. Everybody dreams at night. Everybody dreams at night. Though they say we never dream because they don't remember their dreams. So the experiment was to see what is the movement of the eyelids. And when the movement of the eyelids was like this, up and down, and they woke up the person, what were you seeing? They say, oh, I was seeing a waterfall. I was seeing something in that direction in the dream. The eyes are moving synchronized with the pattern of the movement in the dream. And the eyes were moving like this, horizontally. They wake up the person. What were you seeing? I was seeing a tennis match. So the description of the dreams fitted in with the eye movement. Sometimes the hand would move, and they're taking continuous pictures, continuous video of the thing. So they can associate how often you toss and turn in the bed, and what you are dreaming at the time when you toss and turn. So they would wake up from time to time, the people. The most interesting thing I noticed there was that when a person was woken up with a very clear dream, and he described it, they tape recorded his description. When he woke up in the morning, did you have a dream? No. No dream at all. He said, do you remember some of these events? No. Do you remember that we recorded and you said this? No. And then they play the tape. He says, I can't believe it. That means that we can be so separated from our physical wakeful consciousness, from the dream consciousness, that it is like going into another area and coming back. There's a good reason for this. The reason is that if we remember all the dreams, it will be very hard to live here. So it's good to forget. If we remember all our astral experiences, it will be hard to live here. So it's good to forget. First time I realized the importance and value of forgetfulness. I always thought forgetting something is bad. And then I discovered it's good we forget. There are some events that take place in our life. If we keep on remembering them, we'll never be able to live the rest of our life. So that is why they coined this phrase, forgive and forget. When you forgive and forget, you have to forget also. Some people say, oh, I have forgiven that person, but I can't forget it. That's not forgiveness even. If you really forgive somebody, then you must forget also. And this forgetfulness is really responsible for all our wakeful experiences, all our astral experiences. If we don't have this forgetfulness, it will be very hard to continue with experience. So far as your question is concerned, yes, some synchronization exists, but very minor in the dream state, nor in the astral state. But in the wakeful state, it's not that the astral body is really sleeping. There's a little difference. When the physical body sleeps and you have a dream, the physical body is lying in bed and you are moving around in a dream body. Is it the dream body that is doing something to you, or is it something totally different? Supposing while you are sleeping and having a dream, somebody moves your arm, do you know you will have an immediate experience in the dream? If somebody shouts to you while you are sleeping and you are not awake, you can hear the shout in a different form in the dream. That means the triggers, the sensory triggers or stimuli that can come in a physical body affect immediately your dream. The same way, the astral systems, whatever is happening there, is affecting us here. It does not mean that the astral body is completely sleeping at this time. It's just that it's embedded here and we are taking into account only a physical experience. There's a slight difference between wakeful physical state and dream and an astral state and wakeful state. Yes. Well, what happens?